Alright guys, hello everyone, Sabelo speaking here. So guys, in this video I'll be doing an outlook of my Forex chart. So I'm only focusing on the Forex market guys. So for those who were asking me, do you trade Nasdaq or Bitcoin or whatsoever? Yes, I do trade them, but I hold trades for long-term perspective. But when it comes to Forex, I go in and out very quickly, maybe in one day, or not in one day, maybe in 1 week, 2 weeks, or some other trades they run for like 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, But on this one here, I buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. Okay, so let us go into our Forex charts. Okay. So before we start there, we need to look at the sentiment of the market. So we have this thing here. This is the sentiment of the market. So for those who don't know, these currencies are representing a buy, a bullish momentum. They have a bullish momentum. That means whenever you see maybe AUD pairs, you need to look for a buy. Okay. SEC pairs, you need to look for a buy. ZAR, we need to look for a buy. NZD, we are buying. And even the Canadian dollar, we are still buying because we've never seen the momentum changing into negative. Currently, the CAD is still buying. Okay. So then here, guys, here we have the Euro, the JPY, and the US dollar. We are selling all of those currencies. Okay, the euro, let's see what's happening on the euro. Maybe I've made a mistake. The euro was supposed to be here. Okay, so I'm sorry about that, because now the euro is neutral. It was supposed to be here. I'm sorry about that. This thing, guys, I'm doing it manually, so sometimes I do make mistakes, like this mistake here. You can see that the euro is sitting at -2. That means it's currently neutral. Okay, it's neutral. Okay, so I'm going to fix that tomorrow. Yeah, and then here, guys, we have the neutral currencies. We have the Swiss, the Gbp, and then the SGD. So these ones are flat. There is no clear direction in all of them currently. So, but maybe on Monday, Tuesday, we may see some changes, especially on the GBP, So let us jump now into the real charts, because this is just it's just giving us a direction of the market, just giving us a direction. So now let's jump into the markets and see if we do get the setups this week or not. Okay, so we are going to start with the oil. Starting on the high time frame, which is the weekly. You can see, guys, that the market has been has been going up for more than like 3 months or 4 months. The oil price is rising up. So that means we were looking for a buy, obviously. Okay, on the daily, we've got some buys here. We've got some buys here, and here. So, and then the H4. So on the H4 here, guys, we saw a breakout here. The market, obviously, the market so clear that it was selling, and then the market broken this. And I was expecting to see a pullback, maybe to this zone or maybe to this zone, but the market just went up. And then this pullback was not too clear to me. And then I waited for another one. And then that's when I got a setup, boom, another setup, this break, and then another setup for a buy, another setup for a buy. So the main reason why we bought here is because look at the strength of the Canadian dollar, guys. The Canadian dollar has been going up for for more than 2 weeks now. We've been buying CAD. Remember, if you know fundamentals, if you are familiar with fundamentals, you must know this thing. whenever you see the oil price pushing to the upside, you will see the Canadian dollar also pushing to the upside. So these are positive correlations. Okay, so we were analyzing the Canadian dollar strength. That's why we were able to spot the direction of the oil. Okay, so obviously on CAD we were still looking for a buy, especially on CAD versus the JPY, because whenever the JPY goes down, in most cases the Canadian dollar is going to go up, and then also the oil price is going to also follow. So that is based on the correlation. So that's why we were looking for a buy here, and I was so convinced that the market is still going to go up, as the market is now eventually hitting our TP here. As you can see, the market went straight into our TP, and this signal, guys, it was also given into our VIP Telegram channel like long time ago, because okay, let's come into this one. Okay, let's check. Let us cut JPY for a buy. Let's see the oil. I think we are ready. I think it's somewhere around. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, let's come to. Okay, let's wait. Just be patient with me, guys. Just to show you that I've given a signal here. I've given a signal for a buy. I've even gave the analysis here. The video is there on YouTube. You can jump and watch it. Okay, this was the prediction for a buy, guys. This was a prediction for a buy. For a buy, we're waiting for the low of the day, and then a bullish engulfing. Then we got in. As you can see here, I've even said that because of the CAD is strong, then the setup is still valid, because the Canadian dollar is still bullish. So I was so convinced that the market is still going to proceed with an uptrend. Although most of the people were selling, were saying maybe it's overbought or whatnot, but I knew that this thing is still going to go up. Okay, so yeah. So now you can close your profits. But me, I'm already out because I closed on Friday. So I'm already out. So we are done looking for, I think we are done looking for buys on this one, because the market is now coming to, it's coming to the, into this high here. So we might see a reversal there. But for now, let's just wait. We're not taking any trades yet on oil. Okay. So let's jump now into Euro USD. Euro US dollar. Currently we don't see any setup. As you can see that the market, I'm predicting that the market is going to be choppy. Why? It's because the euro is minus, sitting at minus. Okay, let's go back. Where's the euro? Okay, the euro is sitting at minus. Okay, let's check here, guys. Maybe I've made a mistake. Yes, I've made a mistake on euro. So let's look at the correlations of the day before. So the euro was sitting at -5, as you can see, -5, and then the US dollar still -5. That means the market is going to range. So that means if you are pairing a weak currency with another weak currency, then the graph is going to be a ranging market, okay? Because both currencies, they don't have, they are losing momentum. They don't have a strong momentum. So once we pair them together, guys, the market is going to range. So, but I'm expecting a breakout to the upside after the market has completed a range, okay? So I'll be waiting for a breakout to the upside. But if we don't see a breakout, then we won't be looking for a trade, okay? Same thing with the Euro HKD. I'm expecting a breakout. I'm expecting a range and then a breakout and then a retest and then bullish engulfing. Then enter here, put a stop loss here, and then hold until your take profit is hit. Okay, so guys, this video is going to be so long, so just stay tuned. Okay, on this one, guys, it's still Euro Cad. Euro, because I've made a mistake here, guys. Euro is sitting at -5 to be specific. This was supposed to be -5, not -2. So it's -5. Okay, Euro is sitting at -5. Even on Friday, it was sitting at -5. So yeah, so Euro Cad, Euro -5, and then Canadian dollar +5. That's why you see this downtrend here, guys. And we've been looking for sales like for quite some time now. We're looking for sales, and the signal was given long time ago, guys. Can even show you the signal. Euro Cad, Euro Cad, Euro Cad, Euro Cad. Euro Cad, yes, the signal was given, boom, but it also broken this. So I was here, I took all of my profits. Okay, so yeah, the signal was given and then the market went straight into our TP. So let's look. Okay, currently on Euro, we don't see any setup yet. So we are just watching. The market is coming to this big support zone, but I won't be buying until I see a clear breakout. Okay, something like this. Then once I see, okay, move this thing to here. Once I see maybe breakout and then pull back, pulling back to these zones, and then bullish engulfing, then I'll come to my correlation numbers and check. If I see that the euro now is buying and the Canadian dollar maybe is neutral, then I'll buy. But if my correlation numbers are not lining up with my my technicals, then I won't be buying. So yeah, okay. GBP versus Euro GBP. Remember, Euro is sitting at -5, and then GBP is sitting at it's neutral, +1. So that's why the graph is still selling there, still selling, but I won't be taking any sales here because the market is already overextended. So when the market is like this, it's much better, guys, to stay away. When the market is overbought, oversold, you can't be taking sales. Just wait. Okay, but it's much better to catch your sell somewhere here, maybe somewhere here. Yeah, that is fine, but catching it here for a sell, no. Right, let's look at the Euro Jpy. This one, the Euro and Jpy, both currencies are very, very weak. So Euro -5 and then the Jpy -7. But the Jpy is taking over the Euro. That's why you see the graph is pushing to the upside. But for me, I won't be looking for any buy or any sales, because if you are pairing a weak currency with another weak currency, we are expecting a range. But here the market, the Jpy was was much more volatile compared to the Euro. That's why the graph went up as if the Euro is strong. So yeah. All right, let's look at this one, Euro Swiss. So here, guys, we are approaching the big support here, big support, double bottom, then we might see a change of the direction, but I won't be taking, you know, a sniper interest here, but I'll be waiting for a clear breakout, here, guys. Clear breakout, and then coming back to the zone, then bullish engulfing, then I'll be taking that buy to the upside, and then TP is going to be somewhere around there, but only if we see the euro, you know, changing momentum to buys, and then the Swiss changing momentum to sells, then we'll be looking for a buy here. Euro NZD. So here I was looking for a big sell, but I didn't get a setup. Last week I didn't get, you know, so many setups. I only got maybe three setups last week. So let me just show you guys why this thing went down and why I was looking for a sell setup. So remember, euro is sitting at -5, and then the NZD is sitting at +5, +7. So if you are pairing a strong currency with a weak currency, what is going to happen is the base currency is going to dominate, meaning that the euro is going to go down while this one is going up. So the graph, the pair is going to go down. So that's why here the market is going down. But I was expecting, you know, a little bit of a pullback, then a sell. But now it feels like it's still going to go down until it hits this zone here, because the market is approaching that one. Even this one here is also lining up the support. So it's going to go there, and then maybe it can change directions after. But for now, it's you know, it is going to fill up that gap. So let's continue. Euro AUD, Euro AUD, Euro AUD, Euro AUD. On this one, guys, I was aware that the market is still going to drop, as I was saying, maybe in the last video, not the last video. I think it's 2 videos back. Okay, I predicted this as a sell when the market was, I think the market was here. You know, I think the market was here. I was expecting a pullback and then a sell. But we've seen that the euro at that time, it was sitting at maybe -7, the euro, and then the AUD was trying to go up with somewhere around +4, and then that's why we didn't get, you know, a decent pullback. Remember, if you are pairing a strong and a weak, you might not get a pullback, but if you are pairing a strong and a neutral, then the market is going to give you nice pullbacks. So here, guys, we were missing trades. We missed entering somewhere around here because the setup was not perfect. Then here also the pullback was too small. Then I didn't enter. You know, even if you are using your FIB zone, FIB level, this thing didn't come into the 50% or 61.8. So that's why I didn't look for a short. So a good sell could have been somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around there, because that's when we saw a breakout. You know, we saw a break, then a pullback, and then a sell. But this pullback was not nice. That's why I was not even interested in looking for shorts there. Euro NOK, nothing interesting, guys. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. But the market is moving down dramatically. But we might see some change. You know, market cannot just go down forever. Might see some breakouts there. Then we'll be looking for a buy if our technicals are corresponding with our sentiment of the market. Then we'll be looking for a buy. But for now, let's just wait. Okay, GBP USD, this is the one that I missed on Friday. Okay, so I'm going to explain why. Okay, start on the correlation numbers. GBP USD. Let's change this thing to black. Okay, GBP, where's my GBP? GBP versus the US dollar. Okay, so remember it's GBP versus the USD. So the graph is always going to represent the strength of this base currency. So if this one is weak, then you're gonna see a graph going up, okay? Because this US dollar is weak. But if the US dollar is strong, then you're going to see a graph selling. So in this case, this guy was neutral, and then this guy was weak. Then that's why I was waiting for a break to the upside. But here the problem was I didn't get a setup in the London session. I was expecting a setup in the London session, not in the middle of, not during the night. So the setup came while I was sleeping, and I don't trade the Asian session, because that's when market is choppy. There is no big movements. There is no manipulation. I want to see the manipulation. I want to see on the 15-minute. I want to see the market going down aggressively, and then all of a sudden going up. Then I'll be entering there. But here on the 15-minute, we never saw that. So just looking at the structure, guys, as you can see, the market has been selling, and then you saw a consolidation here in decision zone, and then we saw a breakout. What you need to do after that, you need to wait for a pullback, bullish engulfing, then enter, put a stop loss below, and then TP here. So we got all of those, but the problem was the entry point. Okay, let's go to the 15. So as you can see, guys, I was expecting to see, okay, as the market was going down, I was expecting to see the market making a manipulation, trying to go down, acting as if the market is breaking to the downside, and then reversing it quickly, maybe another push to the downside, and then making something like a double pattern, and then enter here, put a stop loss below, and then go up. Okay, but this thing just went straight up without giving us, a stop hunt in the London session, or even the New York session is still fine on GBP pairs. But now the market is already up. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll give you the update. I'll give you the update about this one, because it's one of the most nice setups that I currently see. Gbp Swiss. The problem with this one, yes, the setup, it looks nice. We've been in this consolidation for quite some time, and then we saw a break, pull back, and then most of the people are still looking for a buy here. But for me now, it's not a good buy. Maybe in the middle of the week next week, then you might see something interesting. But for now, on Monday, when the market opens, don't look for a buy. Even if the market can come here and then reject, and then starting making buys, then I won't be buying, because I don't feel like I don't believe that it's still going to be a good buy. Why? Here are the reasons, guys. Here's the reason. Remember, GBP is flat, and then the Swiss franc is also flat. What is going to happen if you are paying a neutral currency with another neutral currency? The market is going to be choppy. Okay, it's going to make a range. So stay away from those type of setups. This push here is just a fake one. Maybe if you can, maybe let's say maybe on Tuesday we see the GBP maybe pushing to this group here, then you will say, yeah, now it's a good buy. But for now, I don't think it's a good buy. Just wait on this one. Maybe focus on GBP USD, not on GBP Swiss or GBP Swiss. Okay, GBP Cad, nothing interesting yet. Nothing interesting yet. You will see. You will see. Nothing interesting yet on GBP USD. On GBP Cad, I mean. GBP Try, nothing interesting as well. GBP Jpy. Nothing interesting because now the market is overbought. You cannot be looking for buyers here. A good buy was supposed to be here. I've missed this trade, guys, and I even explained to you why. What was the reason behind me missing it? So if you want to see that video, is there. I think it's the previous video. It's the previous video of. I think I've done it in the middle of the week last week, so you can go there and watch that video. Okay, GPAUD. Nothing interesting as well. GPNZD. Okay, on this one I was looking for a sell, but the market didn't come into my sell zone. So nothing interesting there either. Gold, it was promising after we've seen a breakout, but after this massive sell-off, then that when I decided not to look for a buy yet. But as you can see, guys, the market was choppy going down. We were looking for sales as I was as I was predicting. Sell. Then a breakout, consolidation zone, and then a clear breakout. I was expecting a choppy pullback and then bullish engulfing, then buy. But this big sell, intimidated me. That's why it's not in my watch list yet. Maybe, I'll give you the update once I see something interesting on gold. Okay. So this is US Dollar Cad. This one is going to go up. No, not up. I'm not sure about this one, guys. But I'll wait. I'll wait until I see something interesting. Okay, this is the one that I took on Friday. It was a last trade that I took on Friday. The signal was even given to the free Telegram channel. If you are interested, you can come and join and enjoy my free stuff there. So that was a sale, but I was almost kicked out, and I'm going to explain how I avoided being kicked out. Okay, so let me start on the daily just to give you a top down. Okay, let's remove most of the lines. Okay, I think my lines are still fine. These are clear support and resistance, guys. There's nothing special about these. And then coming to the H4, we've seen the market pushing to the upside. Boom, buying. And then you saw a breakout and then a retest. But when the market was here, the market was not corresponding with my sentimental analysis here. So that's why I didn't sell. I think it was last week. So I didn't take a sell because of that. And as you can see, guys, it made a consolidation after a retest. So we try by all means to avoid this consolidation. We trade when the market is going to give us a clear trend. So after we've seen this consolidation, the market did what? It broken the consolidation. This small support here, and then I was waiting for a pullback, then a sell. And then I've seen a pullback with a bearish engulfing, a big one, which was here. That's when I decided to enter here, put a stop loss above this support. Okay, let me just explain why we saw this. We label this as a support. You see this rejection. So I thought to myself, no, man, if I put my stop loss here, this thing can still go up and kick me out using this support and resistance and then go down. But it's much better to place a stop loss above this, okay? Because that's when the market was buying. It might sell when it comes to the zone again. So that's why I was still fine with my sales. You know, the first entry was here, and then stop loss above, and I was almost kicked out. But I've seen that, okay, because now the market was, the market was approaching the core CPI news that comes on, normally comes on Friday and Wednesdays. So, what in most cases, the market, when the market is going to sell, it's going to go up, spike you, and then kick you out and then come back. So when I saw this big push, when the market was approaching the news, I knew that this thing is going to be a manipulation. That's why I didn't close my positions here. But I waited. I waited for the market to come to this support here, and then try to reject. That's when I entered here. Okay, I've entered another position here, and then another one here, and then this one was only 1%. And then remember, I trade 2%. I trade 2% risk per trade. You know, if my account maybe is $10,000, then I'll be risking only 2% of my 10,000. Then if my account is still maybe $200, then I'll be risking 2% of that $200. So that, that removes emotions in my trading career. I'm no longer feel bad when I see the market going against me, because it's just 2%. I'm going to lose 2%. 2% is nothing. Okay, so that's how I trade. I just use 2% risk. So I've entered a position here and then another position here, and then when the market was here, this thing was sitting at break even, the one that I took here, and then I closed it because here I've entered, multiple positions here, and then this one was here, and then I ended up closing it. Okay, I even can show you because this thing was updated here. As you can see, guys, this is the one that I closed, but I closed at break even. I didn't lose anything. But this one, deep in profit, and this one is another buy setup. Okay, so on Monday I'll be still holding a sell. Why? Because looking at these numbers, guys, this thing is telling us that the US dollar is still going to continue selling, okay, while the Swiss franc is neutral. So I'll be still looking for a sell, and my risk ratio now is very nice, because now I'm only having, okay, let me just show you my entries. Okay, I have two entries here and then one entry here. So that means our stop loss is supposed to be above this resistance zone, which was a previous support, and then all our TPs are very far. Okay, very far. So our TP1 can be here, and then TP2 is going to be here, which is going to be 4.9 R. Okay, risking 2%, and then I'll be getting like 8.9%. 8.9, if I'm not mistaken, 8.9%. Okay, so no, it's more than 8.9. It's more than that. Okay, it's more than 8.9. So that's going to be my next TP. USD Jpy, nothing interesting yet. NZD USD. This one I'll be looking for a buy, but the problem with this one, we might not get a pullback, because both currencies, the other one is selling aggressively, the other one is buying aggressively. So this thing is going to go straight up into our TP. But I won't be entering here. I'll wait for a pullback. Okay, this one we didn't get an entry here for a buy. Okay, I was expecting to see the market coming back, not like that. Okay, coming back to this zone and then buying, but I didn't get that setup. But the overall market, my prediction was to buy. I even gave out the setup here. All of the trades that I'm talking about here, the setup is going to be there because we know the direction. We don't argue about the direction. We are clear about it. Okay. Think what it was AUD for a buy. AUD for a buy. Where is it? AUD for a buy. Okay, this was a signal for a buy. We're looking for pullback, then buy, pullback, then buy. But the market didn't give us a decent, pullback, and then we ended up not buying. Okay, for now we can just remove this from our watch list because we are no longer interested in looking for a buy. Okay, USD SGD, we might get a nice pullback there and then sell. Remember, all USD pairs are now selling, guys. So I'm looking for a pullback and then a sell. Okay, Euro ZAR, it's finally breaking. So this signal was given for a sell long time ago. I knew this thing, it might, based on the news, the news was saying we might get, our ZAR currency is going to be stabilized. We'll see, the strength from the ZAR. As you can see, guys, here, the ZAR now is sitting at +7. That is good for our currency. The ZAR is sitting at +7, meaning that we'll be looking for a sell on USD ZAR. We are going to be looking for a sell. We're still going to look for a sell on Euro ZAR. And I've also given a signal on Euro ZAR a long time ago. I'm not sure if it's still here, but I've ended up closing it with a small profit. I think it was 1-to-1 risk reward because at that time, our Euro ZAR was not moving nicely. Okay, this was a signal for a sell. It was given here in our VIP Telegram channel. All right, so now we are clear now. This consolidation zone is now, we are no longer trading in this consolidation. Now the market is going to, go down, and we are in the middle of the range. Okay, we are in the middle of the range. If we can get a pullback, then a variation gap. And remember, we are in the middle of the range. So let me just explain what that means. Okay, remember, the fib is just calculating the potential pullbacks. So here we have a swing low to swing high. Then if we can get, if the market is really going to go down, so the market is going to come into the 50% and go down, and we are still in the 50%. We are not here. I'm a little bit skeptical to enter here when the market is approaching this. That is not a valid trade to me. A valid trade is something like this. It's something like maybe pull back here, then sell, pull back here, and then sell. But here, no, it's a no. Okay, so this one is in our watch list. Okay, and this one also in our watch list. USD ZAR, as I was explaining, the US dollar is selling while the ZAR is buying. So that means the market is going to drop massively. So on this one, guys, if you've entered a trade, or if you are planning to enter a trade on USD ZAR, don't close it. Don't close it until it reaches here. You're still going to move. this one is going to move, like even if it moves like maybe let's say maybe 20 days. If it moves for 20 days, still hold it, because your TP is going to get hit. Your TP is going to get hit. And if you enter here, and then you'll be targeting something like 690 pips, roughly 700 pips. Okay, 700 pips. So here also, guys, I'm expecting a drop, a pullback, variation engulfing, then sell. Same thing with the USDs. I'll be looking for a sell. Okay, here there's nothing interesting. The market is already overbought. There's nothing that you can do. Okay, this one, I've made an explanation of it last week of why I was buying, but I'm still in this trade for a buy, as I was showing you here. Here, guys, these positions here, but I don't, this one is not going to go up smoothly, I believe, because the Swiss franc now, okay, the Swiss franc is flat, and then the AUD is +4, and I don't see an upward strength. Instead of going up, it's going down. Before it was sitting at +5, but now it's sitting at +4. That means the strength is a little bit losing momentum. The market is losing momentum. So maybe we are going to be kicked out at break-even on this one. Maybe I'm going to close at break-even. But if it breaks, okay, maybe let's say the market breaks this high. If it breaks it, then I'll move my stop loss to break even. And the entry was too early, guys. Maybe I was supposed to enter here, somewhere around here, at the low of the day. Okay, just explain to you what was the low of the day. Let me explain. A perfect low of the day is supposed to be in the middle of the day, and then our time of entry is supposed to be New York session. So I've entered here instead of waiting until we get a New York session opening. New York session, that's when you're going to see an aggressive push. Then our entry was supposed to be here after this railway line type of a candlestick. This one, this manipulation, boom down, boom up, enter here, put a stop loss below. That could have been a very nice entry with a very a nice risk reward, something like this, something like, yeah, something like this. And then TP here, we could have been targeting 3.5 R. Okay, so that's the power of knowing the low or the high of the day. But sometimes you won't get nice highs and lows of the day. That's why sometimes I wait for a bearish or bullish engulfing on the H4. So that's it on AUD Swiss. Let's look here. Nothing interesting here on CAD Swiss, CAD Jpy. Nothing interesting. The market is already up. We were looking for a buy, and the signal was given, guys. The signal was given. CAD Jpy. Where's the CAD Jpy? Okay. No, that was our profit. CAD Jpy. Yes, this was the entry. That was a signal. Given a signal for a buy, and I was targeting something like I'm not sure about in terms of R's, like risk reward, but 200 pips was smashed. Okay, nothing interesting so far now currently, but previously we've made money. Okay, this one nothing interesting until we see a break of this consolidation box, especially if it breaks to the upside. Then that's going to be very nice. NZD Canadian dollar. So as you can see, guys, the Canadian dollar is a little bit pushing now back to the neutral group. Before it was strongly buying, but now it's sitting at +5, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, +5. Before it was +7. That means now it's trying to, it's no longer aggressively moving. It's a little bit, coming back to the neutral currency. And then the NZD is really pushing. So we might get a push to the upside here. But a nice buy is going to be a buy whereby the NZD may be sitting at +7, and then the Canadian dollar maybe is sitting at maybe -2, or maybe +2, +1, somewhere around there. We want to see the CAD coming to the neutral group. Then we are going to wait for a buy here until the zone. And guys, we were selling here, and we made a lot of money on September. Most of my pairs, they went straight into my TP and caught something like, okay, the first TP was somewhere around here. Okay, how much did we caught? Okay, first entry here, I think somewhere around here, 116 pips, and then the other one that I've left I think I've closed here 260 pips, but that one, it was a small position. I've used a small lot size, but in terms of pips, we caught so many pips. Okay, and the signal was given also. Everything that I share here, everything I give the signal before or after I do the analysis. I give the signal. Can even NZD is NZD USD, if I'm not mistaken. NZD USD. Where is the NZD USD? This one. Yes, the signal was boom, it's given. Because I knew that at that time the NZD was sitting at, okay, I think NZD was flat, and then the US dollar, it was bullish at that time. The US dollar was bullish, and then we saw a crash on NZD USD. So now we are looking for, okay, NZD CAD. Yeah, but the setup was similar with the NZD USD and NZD CAD. The setup was similar. Okay, here I'll be looking for pullback buy, because NZD, remember, NZD is buying. NZD is buying with +7, and then the Swiss franc is neutral. So we're looking for a buy. Nothing interesting here. And nothing interesting here. The market is already up. Also here, there is nothing interesting. Why? Okay, based on the price action, this thing is telling us that, okay, the market is going up. It's breaking now. It might, make a downtrend. But the problem is, currently we are having AUD. AUD is bullish, +7. It's buying, and then NZD is also buying. Then if you pair a strong currency with another strong currency, then we are going to see a range. But if we see maybe the NZD coming to the neutral group, then this one still holding the buys, then we are going to see a sell. Okay, but I'll give you the update on this group here. I'll give you the signal. Once I see something interesting, then I always give a signal. So let's just wait. Okay, here NOK JPY, nothing interesting. ZAR JPY, this one I didn't take the buy here, but I was just analyzing using this trading platform here. Just paper trading on most of my exotic pairs, because I'm trying now to include exotic pairs into my trading style, because they also give out nice uh, setups, especially if, because now we do have them here in our strength meter. So that's why I decided to trade them. I'm trading them. Even the SGD, I'm trading it. The ZAR, the SEC. I'll also try the try. Okay, try. Okay, so GP ZAR, we are going to be looking for a short. As I was saying, guys, that the ZAR is bullish. So I'll be looking for a short there. Break, retest, sell. This one also, Canadian dollar versus the ZAR. I'll be looking for a sell once we see a breakout, and once we see the Canadian dollar maybe pushing back to the neutral group, because now the CAD is overbought. CAD is overbought. CAD has been going up more than 3 weeks now, so it's time for it to drop back to the neutral currencies. Same thing here. We might see a breakout coming back here, bearish engulfing, enter for your stop loss, and then TP here. NZD ZAR, nothing interesting yet. We are still in this consolidation box. This consolidation box here. Once we see maybe a breakout, either up or down. Okay, there's something interesting here on NZD ZAR. Okay, so we see this consolidation box, right? Market is going up and down, up and down, up and down. So let me just explain why it's making up and down, up and down. Look here, guys. ZAR is bullish. NZD is also bullish. What does that mean? The market is going to be ranging, because both currencies, they have the same power. Okay, it's like Barcelona and Real Madrid. You can't just really say Barcelona is going to just win so easily, or Real Madrid is going to win so easily, because those two teams, in most cases, they always come up with best players in the world. They have best managers, coaches. They have money, they have all the resources. So uh, if you are pairing them, then you're going to see a strong game. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be just easy. Okay, so same thing applies here in currencies, guys. So if you see a strong currency, then another strong currency, then the market is going to range. Okay, this one, nothing interesting. The market is overextended. GP SEC. Okay, this one, guys, is going to cut us in the wrong side of the market. We are not going to buy it. Why? Because GBP is flat, and then the SEC is also flat. Okay, GBP and SEC are flat, are neutral, So even if we see a clear breakout here, a breakout, and then come back, retest, this thing is not going to go unless if GBP next week is going to go up to the bullish group, strong group, then we'll be interested in looking for buys. Nothing interesting here. Okay, here nothing interesting either. NZD SGD. This one, I'm expecting a buy. I'm expecting a pullback, then a buy. Why? Is because the NZD is bullish at +7. So, and then the SGD is negative, is neutral. So this thing is going to make a pullback. This thing, always make, whenever it goes up or down, it's going to make, you know, it moves in zone to zone. It's going to touch this zone, come back, touch this zone, retest, touch this zone, retesting the previous zone, and come back here, breaking it, coming back, previous zone, coming back to this previous zone, you're coming back, breaking it, previous zone, coming back, previous zone, and then buy, and then our tip is going to be this previous zone. So this thing is a zone to zone thing, okay? So yeah, guys, Usd Jpy. Okay, there's nothing interesting here, nothing interesting here, nothing interesting here either, nothing interesting here, and nothing interesting here. So guys, I'm out, guys. It's been this video was too long, but I hope you learned something from it. Make sure that you always have something like this before you open your charts, because once you open your charts without knowing the fundamental direction, this thing is giving us the data from the fundamental, and then you calculate it and put it into numbers like this. But my point is, make sure that you have something that is backing up your charts. Your charts are supposed to be backed up with something, something stable, like news, like the sentiment of the market. Otherwise, you are going to blow. But with this information, you are going to be in that 1% of people who are winning in the forex market. So, guys, yeah, I'm signing out, guys. See you on Wednesday. See you on Wednesday. See you on Wednesday. And always expect, signals. I'm expecting, this week to produce only 100% signals, in terms of winning rate, because I'm no longer, trading a lot of setup. I only select the ones that are going to give me money. Even if I get 2 per week, then I'll be fine. 3 per week, 4 per week are still fine, as long as they are highly, highly, highly accurate. Then I'll be, I'll be taking them. So this week I've only given 3 setups, and then all of them, they're in profit as we speak. As we speak, all of them are in profit. So I'm expecting the same thing next week. The same thing, giving out 100% signals in terms of winning rate. Maybe if we lose, can just lose 1 or 2, but not like we're winning 50% and losing 50%. No, that is scam. Okay, guys, I'm signing out. I'm signing out. I'm signing out. I'm signing out.